Let me show you the fourth and last part of my push to 4,270 trophies in Tour 9 of Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wildlife Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 and to turn on the bell if you like this video. So you are going to see now the matches that led me from 4,102 trophies to 4,270 trophies, which is the max right now in the game at the moment I publish this video. For the first match of this fourth part, I'm going to use the koala string to counter the bigger backhand of SMU 1973, who had lower stats than my Kaito, especially for the backhand, but I took no risk. Given that it's a push, I prefer to use special strings in all matches, especially because I'm not a good counter puncher player at all. I use the counter puncher style only because it is the safest style to use in Tour 9. So even if I am a very bad counter puncher player with special strings, there is a kind of compensation for the lack of skills. For my lack of skills, I mean. So obviously, with a backhand counter string, what can I say? Given that my opponent can only rely on his backhand, and that his backhand shots are countered by the koala string, there isn't much a thing that he could do. The use of special strings is really giving a very high edge to any user in high tours. Alright, let's play the second match versus President, a very good counter puncher who has the same stats than the previous opponent, the one I played the first match. Here again, I use the koala string. So given that President can only rely on his backhand, here again, that would be tricky to do something with Maestro Monte versus koala string. I know that's not very balanced, and some of you could easily imagine or tend to themselves, why did I play with koala string? The use of Maestro Monte may be enough, given that I had higher stats, but as I told you, I prefer to take no risk and complete my push in the most comfortable condition possible. Even versus the koala string, President could hit some very nice shots, as you can see. So if I was using Maestro Monte, it's not sure at all that I could compete, because President is playing very well with the counter puncher style. Lacking accuracy there. President is coming back. Yeah, he can hit very hard. Fortunately for me, this ball was a bit too long. And given that the koala string has the critical tier 2, this is pretty useful now and then to have some big shots, even if I don't swipe very fast, especially with the counter puncher style with an 84 backhand stat. The shots are not powerful enough. With a 93 forehand of Victoria, well, shots are going faster when I play with high serve big forehand. So in this match, I'm using the Gallant Fiber because RK 77 was having two hands at the same stat, 80, and then when the stats are equal, the right hand is considered the best hand of Kaito, and we turn around and hit with the forehand. So once again, 80 is a lower stat than my 84 backhand, but I prefer to take no risk. And obviously, given that all forehand shots are neutralized, there isn't much a thing that RK7777 could do. Let's play now versus Crazy Ball, a serve volley player for a change. He was grinding a lot in Tour 9, and some subs told me that he sold his account, so I'm not sure who is playing with his account now. This lob was not long enough. So I was trying, as you can see, to hit soft cross-court shots. The serve of Crazy Ball was pretty good, and it was not so easy for my Kaito to return, given that I was using the antioxidant, so my Kaito's forehand was not strong enough. Serving on this forehand can put my Kaito in a difficult position, but when he can turn around and hit with his 84 backhand, things a bit better. Yeah, that was a fair lob too. And those soft cross-court shots that annoy serve volley players a lot. Now that Crazy Ball has less stamina, this is easier to unsettle him. Slightly easier. Was pretty surprised that he hit that smash out. And I took this by automatic reflex instead of ignoring the ball. It was clearly out. Anyway, I got it right while smashing with Kaito from the baseline. Another serve volley player, Justin of the Fly Club. And I was taking the gallon fiber to try and hop and hit some critical shots. And accessorily, because the gallon fiber has the forehand counter, and this Leo has a slightly better forehand stat. That was a completely failure of a lob there. And this one had some excuses, but the previous one was really bad. I kept trying to lob.
Second serve.
Another soft cross-court shot for this match, and for the last one, I was using Kaito with cabo load and had two balanced hands, 84 in each hand. Actually, I often use Kaito with cabo load to have two equally strong hands when I see that there are lots of volley players in Tour 9. Because obviously, Kaito is better versus volley players when he plays with two equally strong hands. Yeah, I was lucky that my forehand shot licked the line there. Otherwise, it would be pretty hard to come back. some soft shots that annoy Justin. Hey, he hit that very nice extended shot and prefer to laugh at this funny shot. Yeah, I let that home run go. And Justin was lacking stamina by the end. It was easier to hit passing shots. He kept fighting. And hit a double fault at a critical moment. But still, didn't give up. He still try even with a lower stamina level. But obviously, with this lower stamina, I know that soft cross-court shots will hurt a lot. Fortunately for my opponent, he could rely on his serve at some moment. And I was lucky enough to hit that corner shot. And on that match point, didn't know what he tried to do. He probably tried to hit a very big down the line shot, but it went into the alley. And for the last match, I faced Noam, one of the best players in Tennis Clash. He's playing very well with volley, of course, but he's playing admirably with a counter puncher style too. For this match, I used a quarter string to counter Noam's backhand. As for him, he used the aux chord, which has the forehand counter, the long catch tier 1, and the stamina shield tier 2. So, yeah, that fountain is really a problem in Tour 9. When you move your character out of the court by the alley, well, those fountains are hiding your character, and this is pretty annoying because, well, it is obviously easier to adjust your swipe when you see your character correctly. You see where you want to hit instead of trying to blind guess, and that explains some very inaccurate shots for my part. Yeah, I fortunately didn't fail that one, but Noam returned very well. But you know that I don't give up. I was very lucky that Noam didn't succeed in hitting that drop shots correctly. My stamina is going down with the carbo load. This is something that you need to expect in matches where there are a lot of rallies. Stamina of Kaito is obviously going to be a problem. And on that ultimate forehand winner, I reached 4,270 trophies. It was a very lucky win versus Noam, who shouldn't have won that match. So let's have a look at the global ranking right after my last win to reach the max trophies number. I was at the 7th rank and Tommy Kanda was at the 1st rank. shortly after, 3 or 4 days after that last win, I grinded for a win streak and placed at the first rank in the global ranking. Well, just for fun, of course. That doesn't mean much because to reach that first place now, you need to grind in either low or mid tours, and it's not really funny for opponents who don't have as much experience as you to face 4,270 trophies there. So you're watching now the build that I was using in most of the matches of this video and in most of matches of my push. Very simply, in the 2 last matches, I was using turbo load. Well, I hope you enjoy watching my last matches towards the 4,270 trophies in the 209 of Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wildlife Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 and to turn on the bell to stay tuned for new videos of Tennis Clash. Thank you a lot for your support and see you soon in Gameplay 365. Bye bye.